How excessive screen time hampers children. We are all aware about the fact that children's students are spending a lot of time on phone screen, the screen of laptop or tablets because they watch different kind of content, particularly the entertaining content, blogs, and this is the generation of social media. Never before in the history people got this kind of privilege, you know, having so many contents in the social media. Each and every second you can change the content and you can watch a different video and the whole context changes. So this is becomes very much addictive to the children, to the students, to anybody. So we are now here discussing about the harmful effect of having excessive screen time. So, and how can we channelize that? How can we actually transform that into good things? So, yes, there are so many negative things about it, and this is what is written in this slide is rising screen time among children is growing concern. Common sources, as I said, the smartphones, tablets, TV, gaming, online classes. Now, the impact on cognitive development, their thinking, ability to solve problems, critical thinking, and reasoning, all these things. This is the cognitive area of the person. So the reduction in the attention span. Now, now the attention span, it is reducing because the children are not able to focus on a particular activity or particular video for a longer period of time. Now they switch to this short or reel culture, and there they actually change the videos in a second because they cannot actually watch the full content for even 1 minute nowadays. So there's a switching, and some of the contents they love they watch for 15 seconds, 1 minute or 2 minute maximum. So there the attention span is reducing, and yes, there are huge, you know kind of like disadvantageous things happening because if the children is not having a longer attention span, then he or she cannot focus on a particular uh, concept, particular study, particular book chapter for a longer period of time. And we all know, to develop, to understand, to solve some problem, to learn, to develop skill, you must pay attention for a longer period of time. You must uh, involve yourself for a longer period of time. So here the students are not having that attention span, and that is actually hampering their uh, growth, their mental growth, their knowledge, their skill. Everything is actually compromising. So the second is a poor memory retention. So because of this switching of content, because of this context, changing each and every second, now students or the childrens, they are not focused in different areas. They don't go deep into any of the contents, any of the areas, though maybe it is science, arts, commerce, language, or anything, a long story, maybe a movie, a good movie. So they are not able to focus for a longer period of time. Because of that, students mind is full, actually filled with so many short small things, and that made them kind of like uh, they are not able to retain now the content for a longer period of time because so many other contents are actually overlapping in their mind. Delayed language skills. So we see in the children particularly of this generation, Now they are not able to speak when they should have, spoken. They should have learned the language. Sometimes they have this kind of problem like speech problem, the young children, kids. So this is also because of this over involvement with the screen, with the digital content, because at that age group, students or children cannot decide their welfare. They are, you know uh, involved in the digital environment. So then the real world and digital world, they cannot distinguish. So they are involved, they are so involved that they think everything going on in the, digital screen are kind of a real thing for him or her, or very important thing for that particular kid. So the real and very important and very fundamental things in the real world are not happening. They are lost in the digital environment. And there are effects physically, mentally, emotionally, cognitive development, and all these things actually uh, get hampered. Now, decreased academic performance. So when you have low memory power, reduced attention span, delayed language skill, and less cognitive development, so in that case your performance in the academics will be very less. So this is a very important slide, and the content of this part is very important. Now let's see the emotional and psychological effect. Definitely anxiety, mood swings, these things are actually increasing. And we see this thing in most of the children because they actually watch so many contents, different kind of contents, and contents are from different region, different objectives. And they're playing in front of the children on phone, on tablets, on PC, or on TV, television. So actually they are actually, they try to behave like the characters they see in the in the video, in the animation or clips. So, and there are so many characters in the internet nowadays, like the cartoon characters, you can say, or some of the real characters which are actually influencing the children to behave in a different way. So sleep problems due to blue light, the blue light that is radiating and that is affecting the children, and children is getting sleep problem. Low frustration tolerance. It means what? Like the tolerance in any situation, uh, that is actually very low, like very with a very simple discomfort, they are behaving very aggressively sometime. And their behavior, their tolerance, everything is actually um, getting affected. And they are kind of very short tempered. This is what is said, like low frustration tolerance, emotional disconnect from reality, the real bonding with the family members, with the friends, with the relatives, with the society, with the classmates, teachers. Now it is getting down, and it is becoming weak. And because childrens love to be in the gaming environment, childrens love to be in the social media environment. So they are really interested in the virtual world than the real world, because they are already into that, they are involved with the virtual environment. It is very alarming, the emotional disconnect from reality. Now, physical health issues, definitely. Now, when somebody is very much, in a very virtual environment within mind in so many ways, now that will affect the food habits, the the good habits, exercise or physical activity. All these things are affected. And the childrens are not following the basic things some of the cases. So because of that they fall sick. Obesity and the eye strain, headaches, poor posture, disrupted sleep patterns, all these things. There are many more. There are only few listed. There are so many other things happening to the children, and we all are now aware and we have experiences. Maybe not at our home, but with the relative home, relative house, you'll find. You go to your friend's house, you'll find, or maybe some of the children are there with your family. So these are the things happening. The physical level, physical health, the social skill challenges, less face-to-face communication. So real face-to-face communication is reducing. And in that case, the children are having less experience, uh, capability and not developing, skills are not developing. The social media, social level, real social society, the children are more in the virtual social network, but in the real they cannot face. So there are so many weaknesses developing within them, which is not good for their uh, social life or family life or career. Because in the real world we have to communicate with each other, we have to face each other, and this is human network. So when you are disconnecting yourself from this physical network, so you are becoming weak, and there you will find difficulties to face other people, difficulty in reading social cues, like uh, you will not be able to actually perceive what is going on, because you will know you have less experience in that, in the social communication, social situations, and you will be kind of like a very very naive and very very shallow person, compared to somebody who is very much exposed to the society, communicating and learning the social uh, behavior. Dependency on digital validations, likes and comments, very very important nowadays. We understand when somebody posts some pictures, videos or anything, that person actually seeks likes or comments, and that becomes a norm of validation, particularly in the young generation. uh, when that kid or that youth post something, waits for this validation, and it is, it makes them very curious, kind of like very very unstable, and it is kind of uncontrolled mind. So this is a very important thing. Long term consequences, risk of screen addiction, uh, this is already happening. The impaired executive functioning, planning and self control, you will lose in that. Because if you want to grow, if you want to be successful, you need planning, you need execution, you need self control. And if you have this kind of habit of mm, spending a lot of time in the social media or uh, in the internet, and this thing happening to you, so the planning, execution, reaching to your goal will be difficult. Reduce creativity and problem solving skill, like when your mind is not functioning uh, in a balanced uh, manner, so you will not be able to bring something creative from your mind, you will not be able to solve problems. And these abilities will give you the opportunities to work in some organizations, earn your living. All these things depend on this, your problem solving ability and your creativity. But if you are very much involved with this screens, digital content, social media, spending a lot of time, and you are becoming addictive. So in that case, your creativity and problem solving ability will not be developed, and someday you will realize that when you have to show your talent, when you have to express yourself in terms of creativity and problem solving, you will find you have less experience, less understanding about it. What parent can do: set screen time rules, and it can be, it should not be very much strict, but that we should discuss with the children the bad things and the good things about the uh, digital media, about the social media, about the internet and the digital devices. So we have to talk about it with our children, and we have to convince them, we have to make them understand. Then we can set the rules. If you directly do it, they will get offended, or they will the things will backfire, and you will not be able to control. Encourage outdoor activities and hobbies. So again, convince them, or involve yourself with them, and play, and all these things, outdoor activities, all these things should be there, and you have to involve with your children. Then only it is possible. Just by talking that you do these things, okay, that may help, but it is better that you also try to make some environment, and you try to actually involve them with you, and you just push them to play in the ground, do some outdoor activities, crafts and all these things, which will actually distract them from the screen. Now, no screens during meals and bedtime. Now when it becomes a habit. When children cry, the parents give them phone, and they watch video, and the parents actually feed them during that time, so that the children, they don't make any kind of like annoying thing. So it's not a good practice. So during the meals or bedtime, the screen should not be on, they should not be on phone. Co-view and talk about screen content, uh, like uh, what kind of content they should watch, and you are partnering, you are discussing about the content. So in that case, it is kind of like making some logical discussions, making some communication with the kid, and it will make things a little bit real, and some kind of like relevant. Some of the content which are not good, so that time you can say this, just keep that content, skip that video. So co-view uh, and talk about the screen content. It's a very good idea. Be a role model. What is this? Role model means the way you do things, the way you behave, the way you work, children will follow. Or otherwise they will be having like they will be saying that my parents are saying so, and they are doing the opposite. So you will not become a role model in front of them. So becoming a role model is very important, but for the parents. So you try to become a person who follows all these rules or regulations, or kind of some kind of pattern which they may follow. So last conclusion: technology is not bad, but the balance is key. You should bring a balance. You should not be very much strict as a parent, that you will not allow them to watch some anything on the screen. Now let screen support learning. So now in the internet there are so many kind of content, particularly for the kids. They can learn so many things from the internet, and it is a duty of the parent that they should channelize the mind from the entertaining content to the learning content. And I also always support this and talk about it, that bring like disconnecting them from the screen is very much tough and becoming impossible, because when they see everything, everybody is on phone, they will be also try to do the same. and it is better that they spend time, but there should be a limited time, and during that also there's some spend time for learning new things, and we must be very much active during that period, and we must encourage them to do it. Your do's and don'ts may not work, but if you motivate them, if you encourage them, if you explain them, they will definitely turn around. And no re- not replace real life experience, they are spending, like, suppose 6 hours at home. So the 6 hours, maybe they are watching 1 hour content or 2 hour maximum, but the four remaining 4 hour, you can actually help them experience the real world in so many different ways, not in a monotonous way. You can actually help them. You can actually involve them with a different creative activity, craft, art, painting, music, dance, and go outside, visit some place, visit natural places, river, mountain, forest. You just actually take them the real natural environment, play with them, and just train them to in the real world, to deal with the people, to talk about something, discuss, have fun. So all these things are very very fundamental and very very important. So another thing I would like to add is screen should not be very small. Like phones should not be allowed to children until unless they become 18, 17, 18. Before that, laptops, desktops, big screen, TV should be given to them, and not even the tablets. Tablets should be given when they are maybe minimum of 15 years of age, or like that. Otherwise, phone, what we are doing, giving a phone to phone is not relevant device which can be handed over to the kid, because small screen, they cannot learn anything on this screen, but they can actually watch so many videos, social media, all these things will happen. So you give them television is better. Like I also try to follow the same with my daughter. uh, and I have this control, or I try to make this as a rule: no disconnection from the internet or social media, particularly from YouTube. No phone. Only one condition. Second, another condition is like no reel or shorts, and rest of the things, some of the contents which cannot be viewed, cannot should not be viewed, should not be watched. So when it plays in the television, so we all see and we all can intervene. So with this, I'm concluding this discussion. We'll meet in the next. Thank you.